victory, although now all of his Zealots are down, and looks like Flash, using all of his SCVs, will be able to push off against his group of Dragoons here with Siege Mode, but it looks like, wow, he really needs to stop him getting up. And one tank goes down here. One tank of Flash does go down. He was trying to pull some of these SCVs. The second tank goes down. So this push will continue here. And Flash is in big trouble here. He's lost so many SCVs so far in this game. Of course, he does have a small edge in that the Rock is only now getting his expansion up, so perhaps he's not going to be hurting that badly. But if he loses his command center, this will be terrible for him. Just absolutely terrible. And this is the problem when you go for Siege Tech first, is that you're just not so well prepared to deal with a very quick Zealot build here and a very quick push here, because you don't have those spider mines. And really, what I thought was a really ineffective drop from the Rock actually turned out to work quite well. Of course, the other unlucky thing for Flash was that he had two of his siege tanks around his main command center. He was getting ready for a drop at his main base, and that's not what Rock did. He decided to drop two Zealots there in an attempt to flank him from behind, and he actually was quite successful there. So doing significant damage to Flash, although I wouldn't say Flash is out of the game yet at all. I'd say it's just puts Rock in a slight lead here. I do have to note, though, that the Rock got his expansion much later than Flash, so that just mitigates that, basically. I'm not sure about the unit counters on the bottom, who's. I would assume that the left side is Flash, because of the lower food count. I would assume it's Flash, and the right side's probably Rock, so the Rock is probably at 53. Actually, the right side, yes, the right side's definitely the Rock, and so it's 53 versus 39 here, just matching the Korean symbols with the symbols on the top. And looks like the Rock actually setting up expansion at the 7 o'clock position, but these probes are going to lead this Vulture to them critically, so Flash has spotted this hidden expansion, and now Flash is picking off these probes that are being transferred over. Pylon wall being set up for a Rock smartly, though, so this Vulture will not be able to go in and do more damage, but it has spotted this base, which is not a good thing for Rock at all, of course. Meanwhile, it looks like the Flash has now basically set up some good defenses around his base here. I wonder if the Rock is going to go for Reavers right now. That could be a decent transition into some Reavers, but it looks like he's actually got Observers first. I don't know if God, I gotta stop calling him Nada, but Flash has Spider Mines yet. I think he went for a fast Vulture speed instead. And looks like another push coming to the front. Probably, actually no, he does have mines now. Probably just going to try to pick off this missile turret and perhaps one tank, and this tank will get picked off here. So Flash moving out prematurely there. And now he's going to have to once again pull SCVs off the line to just ward off a possible push into his base. And he might even lose his barracks. Looks like he actually lost an engineering bay there. Yeah, losing his engineering bay. And a command center being built in the front here, really interestingly. Perhaps just as a block, but I don't know if Flash has enough to expand right now. Perhaps he's going to think about expanding at the 12 o'clock location. That's my only guess possible, but I don't think that's safe at all. Perhaps he's just going to cancel that command center. Not sure why the command center is being built at the front, though. Meanwhile, it looks like Rock's getting his macro started, and he's got another shuttle in the game now. But once again, I haven't seen any sort of Reaver tech in there, or Templar tech, so it probably just contains Zealots, which aren't bad, of course, for Zealot bombs and such. But it looks like Glides are up for Flash also, so I feel like if he went in right now, it would be a failure. But the Rock could be feeling quite comfortable with his position right now. He has gone for Stargate, actually, so getting his third base up, he's decided to go for 2 Stargates, so we should be seeing carriers here. That's my guess for the tech he's going for. And what is this? Flash is actually going to finish his command center. Really interesting here. I wonder where he's going to float this command center, because he still is relatively contained in his base here. And Flash, I don't think Flash has any ComSat up yet, so I don't know if he's going to know about these starports going up at the hidden location at the bottom left. And the Rock is probably feeling quite comfortable right now in the position that he's in. He has a good contain on his opponent, and right now it looks like Flash finally getting his armories up, but critically, unlike before, he didn't get those armories up earlier because of the early attack by the Rock, and now he won't have those +2 attack upgrades. Previously, when he won the GSI, for example, or won the OSL against Stork, he has always gone for very fast upgrades, so you usually had +2 by the time carriers came out. It looks like this drop was quite ineffective, but it is going to distract the attention of those tanks. But I don't think the Rock is going to get in here, and actually I think this attack is a mistake here. The Rock trying to push in and just end it right now, but I think Flash is going to hold here. One tank remaining for Flash, but almost no Dragoons remaining for the Rock. Actually, two tanks in the back still remaining for Flash. So the Rock making a mistake here, sacrificing most of his Dragoons, and this is going to make it much more likely for Flash to push out right now before the carriers are in significant number. And I think this was definitely a critical mistake by the Rock. If Flash can exploit this, which Flash is so good at doing, he's so good at exploiting his opponent's mistakes that he might move out very soon here, and the Rock will temporarily be caught off guard. Meanwhile, the first carriers are coming out here from the Rock at the lower left position, and I haven't had a chance to check if the armory is spinning right now. I don't believe any upgrades are up. Actually, no, +1 upgrade up for the tanks right now, so Flash is going for his fast Terran armory upgrades, and looks like he is going to pick up this this farther natural expansion at the 3 o'clock position, inside 3 o'clock position. Meanwhile, the Rock is going to try to get a conglomerate of basically Dragoons and carriers here. That is the correct combination to attack a Terran force with. Basically, for the more starting off players here, you get the carriers not to kill the Goliaths or to kill most of the ground forces. You get the carriers to snipe tanks, and your Dragoons do most of the damage for you. I've seen a lot of basically earlier, or I guess more noobish Protoss players playing in public games who go for all carriers and no ground forces, and that is not the way to win against a more experienced Terran player, because Goliaths will just eat up carriers basically, and you want to have those ground forces to actually pick off the Goliaths. Mainly your carriers are there for a harassment and supporting role for your ground forces. Of course, there are many variations to this. In some sort of island map, this could be very different, but this is in general on a big land map like Katrina. That is a strategy you should follow as the Protoss player. And the Rock has a significant edge now. He's up to 4 bases. He's picked up another expansion at the lower left, and right now he is building up. He's at 126 food count versus 101 for Flash. I wouldn't say that's actually very bad for Flash. I do believe that with his good scouting, he will know about the expansion at the lower left just by some good scans, and looks like both of his armories were flashing there, so probably going to get +2, +1 before the attack ensues. Meanwhile, Flash probably going to go in for a tank drop or a vulture drop at the lower left here. We'll see what he decides to do here, and this base is pretty much unprotected except for the carriers there. Which probably will be able to ward off anything that's in these in this dropship here. Let's see what he drops. Looks like he's got 1 tank in there, and he's probably going to pick up these 2 vultures and drop them off. And this tank is going to pick off a number of these pros and probably pick off the photon cannon here. And looks like, ooh, he should not run in here with the cannon still up. Yeah, I don't know what Flash is doing. Flash now flying over there, I guess. Using the Vulture to distract, actually, is his plan. And looks like, wow, he's getting intercepted by a big old carrier there. And he's probably going to... No, actually, he survives with that dropship. Good play by Flash there, running away. I guess he didn't want to plant the tank behind the mineral lines there, so he's just going to fly up north here. But, of course, the Rock is going to know this is coming by now. He should know. Although it looks like, actually, he's done absolutely nothing about it. Actually, the Rock, wow, I can't believe he didn't just move 3 Dragoons over there and stop this harass from occurring. And the Flash is still surviving.